Okay, I came down a little bit.
That's better. Anyway, they're up to 77% on betting that Trump's going to win. I hope the guessers are right, Michael. Go ahead.
Fox was saying over 80.
That's what I was watching with Fox. They must have came up. They were open where I could watch it. Then I went back to Newsmax, and it looks pretty good, I hope. Anyway, we'll find out very shortly. Back to you there, WA6AAJ, AA6800, over.
Roger. Well, too big to rig, man, hopefully.
Yeah, it might be. We can always hope.
They were having, they had a big old problem in Wisconsin. I guess the machines had stickers on them, but they weren't locked down. They had locks on them, but they weren't locked. So there's like, I don't know how many thousands of votes they got to recount. And then they had some problems in Pennsylvania, but it didn't sound as bad as Wisconsin.
Well, I can't remember. How did Wisconsin come out?
It hasn't, and they're still working on it. Hello, Aaron.
Yeah, good evening. KA6USY. Yep, you guys are both off frequency.
Yeah, you are. We're on each other's frequency.
Yes, but I like seeing all the zeros at the end of the frequency.
I don't have zeros on a 9700.
Well, yeah, it costs more money than zero.
Yeah.
I moved my antenna over. I don't know. I think I might be better for you due north, Aaron. How's the signal?
Well, I can hear you, but you're probably doing more power than I am. I'm only doing 10 watts.
Yeah, you should be peaking up around 600.
Hey, Aaron, I went down a little bit more in frequency. How far off are we?
Well, you're sounding better now, so very good. Are you going to make it to the swap meet on Saturday?
I think so. I'm just debating whether I want to bring anything to sell or just look. Over.
Well, you're supposed to bring your wallet.
Yeah, well, that goes without saying.
How about if you bring a wallet and there's nothing in it?
Well, yeah, that's also an option. There's ATMs nearby.
You got to have something in the ATM to get it out.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I don't plan on buying or selling anything either, but I am going to set up a portable station, so if people are bored, they can come play on HF.
Hey, that sounds good. Yeah, I don't know what. I think a couple of Spanish friends of mine will be there. They might be looking at stuff. I don't know. What they got to get rid of there? Do you know, Aaron?
Well, there's a couple of states. There was going to be a 9700, but we already sold it. So, yeah, there should be a lot of stuff that Ken, WA6OAB is going to have, and then, of course, whoever else shows up.
Yeah, Roger. I'm in a situation I'm probably trying to get rid of some stuff.
Well, your stuff from the one in the spring or new estates, over?
There's some new estates, and Bill, if you got anything, you can just stick it in the back of my car.
Michael's got some good stuff he'll stick in the back of the car, but you better have a big car.
Yeah, the problem I got right now is Mike gave me some 220 hole loops, so now I got to save up my pennies to get a transverter for 220.
Okay. See if anybody knows how to build anything, or I've got a 432 amp, but I doubt anybody would want to put it on the air. But you'd have to have a pretty hefty power supply. It's got an 800 in it that a friend of mine came up with and gave me. It's supposed to work, but I won't leave the tube in it, so that would be bad news for somebody, I guess. It's got a CTX 800 in them, and those things are about $1,500 a piece for a new one, and it has a new tube in it.
Yeah, and somebody would have to track down that tube.
You could find a used one. I got to keep them because my commander amplifier has 2 of them in it. My 6-meter amplifier has 2 of them in it.
Car salesman.
Car salesman.
Well, so I'm sitting here watching, I got Fox News on the screen, CNN's on the screen, MSNBC, BBC World News, and I got ABC's map up on my iPad, and of course they're all showing different numbers. It's quite hilarious.
If you're watching anything but Fox or Newsmax, you can figure out it's a bunch of lies. Aaron, go ahead.
Well, I'm not listening to the audio. It's just my TV service has a way that I can watch all 4 news channels at once, all 4, the major news channels at once, and then I can just listen to the audio for one of them. So usually I listen to the audio for Fox News, but I'm keeping an eye on the competition.
Yeah, you need some 4-channel headphones.
Yeah, it only lets you listen to the audio for one of them at a time, thank goodness. Otherwise it would be, oh man, that'd be painful.
Yeah, just get 4 television sets.
That's what people used to do. Well, that's what the guys that watch a lot of football do.
I hear somebody in there, but I'm not pointed at him. Is that Frank?
What'd you break?
QRZ, hi, K6MYC Bozo Net.
Good evening, Mike. K60SY 1079 and Bozo 1100 sitting here watching the election coverage.
K6S 800.
Oh, was that election today? I forgot about it.
Come on.
You know what? I'm lying, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
He's been watching Fox News all day.
He's been watching ABC.
Oh, my God. He's ahead by 24, huh?
MSNBC, you'll have the answer.
MSNBS, you mean, don't you?
Yeah, Mike, I'm watching like 4 different channels and they all got different numbers.
Yeah, right. Well, let's see. Let's hear some Bozo numbers. I'm not hearing, I'm not recognizing some voices in here. I got you, Carrie, Aaron, and your wife, and I got a bunch of other voices. Go ahead, guys.
7-2.
800 A6S.
WA6AAJ 727.
711. Roger, 711, 727, 800, 72. Gotcha.
Where's 432 megacycles hanging out?
Right here, KM6SR, number 432, over.
There he is. You're off frequency, though, if you're on 432, but I hear you good there. Anyway, I hope you guys voted, and not for Kamala.
Who?
The Kabbalah.
A cabal of Kamalas, huh?
The same thing, those guys are all going around in a circle with a and wherever they are by Mecca.
Well, I'll tell you what, all things considered, it's way too close to call, and it's not too close to call. I think it's going in Trump's direction, but it's way closer than it should be based on her talent and her ability. It's all money buying it.
Well, that's a big Roger through there.
and a whole bunch of ignorant people.
Well, you know that Soros is funding the billions, so that's one of them.
Yeah. Anyway, good to hear you guys. I'm pointing. I think Ron over there in Atascadero said he wasn't going to be here Tuesday. I said I would give him 1 or 2 quick calls, not by me, but by you guys, and then we can go right on up to Santa Cruz. So why don't you do that, Bill and Mike and everybody, and then I'll just sit here with the antenna in that direction, but I never hear him. Over.
Okay, my antenna's coming around to give him a call right now. W6QUI, W6QUI, W6QUI. Handler is turning, I hope. W6QUI, 270 degrees. W6QUI.
And I heard you, John, 711. I got you, John.
W6QUI, WA6AJ, good evening, Ron. Yeah, you're kind of low in signal for me, but I am copying you. Over. Roger, Ron. Yeah, it's going to drop a couple more degrees, I guess, tomorrow morning, so it's going to be low 40s, I guess. So I think they're finally getting out of some warm weather come towards the end of the week. Anyway, well, good talking to you. I'm going to head over to Ralph TSK and get him, see if I can hear him or not. W6QUI, WA6AJ, 73.
So he was there, huh?
Yeah, I heard Bill and Mike both talking to him, KM6SRR. Both Bill and Mike are heading down to LA right now, Mikey, KM6SRR.
Oh, okay. Well, I was outside watering the grass. It's dying because we haven't had any rain, so I put a little water on it. I'm back now, and I'm pointed over toward Santa Cruz, so let's see if Tom was over there this evening. KW6 Sugar, KW6S, K6MYC. How about it, Tom? Well, he said he would be here. KW6S, KW6 Sugar, Santa Cruz, K6MYC, 610. Where are you, bub? Probably in there glued to the TV.
I think a lot of people are glued to the TV. K6USY.
Yeah. I expect it'll be a little light this evening.
Yeah, we don't have that many people watching online. We only got 5 people watching the stream, so it's definitely it's usually lower on this band, but it's definitely a low night.
Yeah, we haven't had very much turnout from the Bay Area the whole week, so it will surprise me if we get very many, if any, up there. Anyway, I go up that way now, go up a few points and see who else is here. There's 187, I think. 185, somewhere in there. Let's see who we hear. In the Bay Area, Bozo Net 1296, K6MYC, calling and listening for check-ins. Over. Break. Go ahead.
Hello, Mike, K6MYC, WA6AJ. We both work to Ralph.
Oh, very good. I'll put Ralph in here. Thanks much. Okay, QRZ the Bay Area. Anybody in the Bay Area or anybody hearing the sound of my voice? Even down toward Kerry, KC5DTU. Oh, he's probably glued to the TV, too. QRZ Bozo Net, K6MYC, 1296. Check-ins, please. Over. Oh, I hear you, Fred. KD6S, okay. Pretty light, but we've got you. Give me a little longer transmission, Fred, and I'll see if I can find a peak on you this evening. 507. Go ahead. Okay, well, that's interesting. Maybe the antenna's off. I didn't check it today like I should have. It seems like I'm getting you clear up at 290, and that's went wrong direction, so I missed all of your transmission, but I started to copy you toward the end, Fred. I heard you say that you were copying me okay. But anything new on your side, give me a quick repeat, if you would, Fred. Over.
Okay, I moved my antenna around to get a better fix on you, better signal. Is this any better?
Yeah, lots better. A lot of flutter, but go ahead.
Yeah, it's a very fluttery night. Anyway, so far it's Trump is 200. Things are moving in the right direction. As of now, we'll see.
Yeah, okay. Well, we probably won't know anything for sure till morning, and even that's a guess, but they'll have it pretty well nailed unless if it's too close to call, it'll go a long time. But so far, it's looking like things are kind of normal. Anyway, thanks for checking in, Fred. I'll let you get back to the more important stuff there. Hi. Thanks for checking in, Fred. You're the only one, the only station in the Bay Area so far. KD6SOK, Cupertino, K6MYC.
Oh, there's all kinds of us here.
Okay.
Here.
Oh, there's 2 others. Okay, go ahead, Jim. W6PQL. Go ahead.
Okay, and Russ is here, and also Mr. Eagleson is here as well. The early reports are looking good, aren't they? K6NYC, W6PQL.
Well, I don't know. It's a lot slimmer than I would like to have it, and I'm having a hard time believing that so many people could be so overwhelmed with so much. What do they call it? A lot of talk about nothing. Anyway, who knows? They're putting a lot of money into the campaign. I guess that's what, at some point in time, you simply buy it, I guess. Anyway, thanks for, let me see if I can hear Jim in here. WB6JNN. WB6JNN, go ahead, Jim. K6MYC.
7750.
Okay.
WB6JNN, Winnebaker 6, Japan, Norway. June, San Jose, number 85. And, yeah, I'm just saying with galaxies on my computer here. We only have 5 if you're copying me.
I'm copying you. You're about Q4.5, but just about Q5. A little bit weaker than Fred, but no flutter on you. So about the same kind of copy. Van doesn't seem to be in very good shape tonight. So hopefully we'll get better signals. The guys did work LA real easily tonight. So Ralph was down there, and they reported working him very quickly. We also had a check-in from Atascadero, so we're getting a little bit of check-ins from all over the place here. Thank you, Jim. And let me see if I can hear KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. KB6 WFC. Go ahead, Mike. If we're hearing, go ahead. Started to come up at the end. I heard the over. So we got you logged in there, but no copy yet on the previous. But I probably got the antenna moved to where I'm peeking on you now. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, thanks for being there, Mike, on a very busy night. KB6 WFC to take it. K6MYC, over, Mike. Hear him now, Jim.
Roger. Thank you, Mike. 73 WSC.
Oh, well, there you are, way up. Good signal. You're stronger than most everybody else over there right at the moment, so we got a nice peak, Mike. Thanks much, and we'll see you tomorrow, perhaps on 2 meters. KB6 WFC, K6MYC. 73, Mike. Okay, who else do we have in the Bay Area? WA6AXX, KB6BA, anybody?
KN6SRR.
Okay, hang on a second, Rob. Let me get over to, I think Russ was in here. Russ, I didn't mean to skip over you there. K6KLY, K6MYC. Go ahead.
Okay, well, good evening. Just checking in here. Want to let you know I'm starting to get cards in the mail for my weekend down at your place, over.
Oh, very good. Hopefully you get a couple of important ones. Turkey and Israel are particularly. Very good. And you've probably been working a little bit of the 6 meter. I don't think 6 was very good today, but the last 2 days before this, it was really gangbusters, over.
Yeah. Well, we had a small opening in Japan this afternoon, but no, not as good as last Friday's opening, over.
Yeah, roger. Okay. I haven't mailed that plot to you yet. I keep seeing it there, and I keep forgetting to give it to Judy and have her put an envelope around it, so we'll get her done sooner or later, hopefully.
Yeah, what was that you were going to mail?
Your plot for your 6M8 KHW, over.
Oh, Roger, Roger. Yeah, I'd appreciate that, but no panic. All right. Thank you. Carry on, K6KLY.
Roger, thank you. Good strong signal from you up on the hilltop there. Thanks, Russ. Now, KB6BA, Oliver, are you there? Okay, nothing from Oliver. WA6AXX, how about you, Ed? And nothing from Ed. Okay, is there anybody else in the Bay Area that I'm forgetting or missing or would like to check in, please? Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, Bay Area, Bozo Net, over.
AA6S, break.
Yeah, go ahead, and I got to get Rob in here as well. Didn't mean to forget you, Rob. AA6S, go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, probably the same thing Rob was going to say. Check in Ralph there and Ron. Both of them had a good signal. And I'll turn it over to Rob there. He's probably going to say the same thing. Anyway, over to you, Rob. KM6SRR, A6S, over.
Okay, thank you, Bill. No, I already told Mike about that, so he has that down. No, Mike, I wanted to see if you could ask PQL if he's going to be available for a landline a little later tonight, over.
Okay, well, I don't know if he's still listening. Hopefully he is. Jim, let me get the antenna right on you here. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, that's pretty close. W6PQL, W6 Papa Queen London. Are you still there, Jim, over?
Hello, Mike. K6NYC, W6PQL. It's a little bit hard to hear over here live stream, and you can tell Rob I'll be around for a while.
Yeah, Rob wants to know if you're going to be around for a while after the net. Can he give you a call on the landline, over?
Yeah, after 8 o'clock, I just wanted to check in Steve first, and then he can give me a call anytime after about 8:05.
Yeah, okay. Are you going to go down to work, Steve?
Roger, Roger.
Okay, yeah, anytime after about 8:05 to 8:10 would be fine, Rob, over.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Jim, and we'll come back at the end of the net for late checks and missed, and you can tell us if you got Steve there or not. W6PQL, I've got Q5 copy on you, but it's up and down. K6MYC, good evening. Okay, I'm still missing Mr. Tom, KW6S. Tom, any copy on me, even though I'm not pointed at you, Tom?
What?
I doubled. Say again. I think you're listening on the stream. I said I doubled with you, so I didn't get it. And then I called for Tom, KW6 Sugar. Tom, are you here?
Yeah, I heard you both places, Mike, but I was away from the microphone. I can't remember what I said, so don't disregard it.
Must have been real important. All righty. See ya a little bit later. I'll try to check back in a little bit after 8 o'clock here. 7-3. Okay, anybody else in the Bay Area? KB6BA, KT2G, anybody? WA6AXX, Ed? I don't think I'm forgetting anybody else. I'm pretty much sure I got everybody over there. All right, anybody anywhere wants to check in before I go to N6RO?
N6 LED Madeira.
Again, please.
November 6 Lima Echo Delta Madeira.
Oh, Madeira. Okay. November 6 something. Your audio is very bassy, and you're speaking quickly, and I'm Mexico Delta, but I didn't get the first letters. My name is Mike. I'm here in Friant, and or north of Friant, actually above Millerton Lake. So if you live in the Madeira, you know where Millerton Lake is. I'm just at about 1,200 feet, and I'm aimed more or less at you. I'm a little bit off of you in Madeira there, but this is what we call the Bozo Net. I don't know if you're familiar with it or not. N6 in Madeira. Go ahead again. Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, my call, K6MYC, and my name is Mike. Over.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC. This is November 6 Lima Echo Delta, N6 LED. My name is Bruce, Bravo Romeo Uniform Charlie Echo. And yeah, we are in Madeira and very familiar with Bryant there. How do you copy?
Copy you fine, Bruce. I can probably get more signal on you. I'm running about 500 or 600 watts in the shack here, 600. Not sure how much is getting up to the Aggies at 95 feet, but I can probably peak the antenna a little bit more. I'm probably a little bit north of Madeira in my heading here. So make a little longer transmission, Bruce, and introduce yourself. We can give you a Bozo number. The man in charge of handing out Bozo numbers is on frequency. That would be Kilo Mike 6 Sierra Romeo KM6SRR. He's in Corsgold, but almost Madeira. He's just borderline to the east edge of Madeira, the city. So back to you, Bruce. N6 LED, Lima Echo Delta, kilowatt, 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, over.
Yeah, QSL there, Mike. Yep, you're making a good trip down to Madeira, of course, with your 600 watts. A good 5 by 7, 5 by 8 to Madeira. I'm just running 10 watts here, 10 watts from an ICOM 9700. And it's just running to a tri-band vertical up at about 20-odd feet that I put up this weekend. Just getting back into the hobby. The first time I've ever attempted anything on 23 centimeters. So this is a new band and a new mode for me. I am noticing that my SWR is a little high on this antenna, so I may have some work to do on my feed line. But good to know that we are at least getting out there. K6MYC, November 6, Lima Echo Delta.
Yeah, Roger, Bruce, very fine. Well, let me get you a Bozo number. Again, this is the Bozo Net. I assume you've looked it up, but if you want to look up Bozo Nets, BOZONETS.com, we have a live stream, so you can not only, and with your little vertical antenna, you won't hear most of the stations that I'm talking to until you get horizontal. Okay, on the 9700, I've got 2 of them. You're listening to one of them right now, driving the 600-watt W6PQL amp. And I've got 8 Yagis at 95 feet. You'll find this out if you don't already know it, but I'm the owner of M Squared Antennas in Fresno. So I can have any antennas in the air I want. And you're not very far from the source if you are so inclined, but most everybody that checks in here is horizontally polarized with the directive antennas. And just getting back into ham radio, you probably got a few bits and pieces to collect. You might find that some of those pieces are available very inexpensively. I've got some bits and pieces of rotators and stuff here. I can, there's also masting and other stuff here. You're close to me. What you probably should do if you're going to expand your station and improve it, which you should, as we would like you to get your money's worth out of the 9700, you'll probably want to put up masts and other things, and certainly in a rotating antenna system, horizontally polarized for 2 meters, 432 and 1296 for that radio. And we can help you pick that. Lots of talent on the frequency. I've been doing antenna business and design since 1971, so I can help you with all the technical sides, and we also have many other people that can do so on the frequency here. W6BBS is here in Corsgold. A very talented guy. He works for me also and has got a nice setup there. And I'm sure he's copying you, even though you're vertically polarized. So that's the story. Let me get you over to Rob. Rob may not be able to hear you because you're vertical. But let's see if he can give you a number. November 6 Lima Echo Delta. Bruce, Rob, over.
Roger, Mike. Yeah, I was hearing him kind of in and out a little bit, but mostly good copy. Greetings there, John. Let's see, Mike, you want to give him a fill-in number, or you want to give him one of the newer numbers, over?
I would say just give him, you must be coming up to pretty good numbers there. You're 1150 or something, 1160. So we'll come up with what you got there. What's your next number on the list there, over?
Okay, yeah, 1160 would be the next number, but we had a double up, and we have 1012 available also, over.
Well, I'll give him his option. Do you want, is it 1012? 1012, the number. 1012 or a higher number. What was the other one, Rob?
1160.
1160. So you can have either one of those two numbers, Bruce, over.
Roger there, Mike. Thanks very much. Yeah, the 1160 is fine. It tends to roll off the tongue a little easier there. 1160 would be excellent. Thank you very much.
Okay, 1160 it is, Rob.
Hey, we got him there. I called him John earlier. Sorry about that, Bruce. We got you down on N6 LED, Bozo 1160, over.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm just hearing you in the noise there. Definitely have to do something antenna-wise. And Mike, I am familiar with the M-squared antennas there. I believe you guys many years ago used to be out on Ingram. Is that correct?
Yes, we were close to Ingram. Yes.
Yeah, I used to work out there. Velcom Technology, which I believe was a neighbor to your business there on Ingram at one point.
We were on Selland Avenue, I think. No, we're on Selland now. Let's see. What the hell was the name of the street we were on before? I forgot. Hey, Frank, are you on frequency? Say hello to Bruce there if you're copying him, Frank, over. W6 BBS, are you there? Now, Frank's in and out this evening. He's probably working on broken equipment. He's getting going. He's off-grid, Bruce, up in Coarsegold, but we're all pretty close. We've got about 5 or 6 stations right here in the Coarsegold, Oakhurst area, and then quite a few in Fresno as well. Is there anybody else on the frequency copying Bruce? I wanted you to get acquainted with Bruce. So if you can hear him, he's vertical, 10 watts in Madeira. Anybody else copy November 6 Lima Echo Delta, over? Okay, well, there you are, Bruce. A good reason to don't worry about your VSWR with the vertical polarity. Oh, my goodness. Do you know how to get in touch with me? Have you got a pencil? I'll give you my home phone. And then if you're free sometime, Bruce, you might want to run up here, and we might be able to find an antenna that we can put in your hands as a loaner or something, or a little one that will do the job until you get something more manly up, over.
Roger there, Mike. Yeah, more manly might be the thing. Yeah, absolutely. I can certainly take your number here. And just to answer you from earlier, I am familiar with the Bozo Net. I did a little bit of research a while ago, and in fact, I was just hunting around the web and landed on the W6TO club page there and saw that there was a net tonight. So that's why I hopped in there. So glad I took the opportunity, and thanks for indulging me with my vertical, my 10 watts there. Back to you.
No, you're a good customer. I mean, I'm not a customer. I mean, you're a good person to have in here because you got a good radio. Anybody that spent $1,300 or whatever for that radio, and you got 1296, which we also like to have a lot of people say, I've already got 15 or 20 check-ins here, and all of which of these guys, none of which are very far away. The furthest away is the Bay Area. Those guys you would have trouble hearing until you get a little better antenna up, but you should be, if you were horizontally polarized, you'd be hearing all the guys. Some of them are just running whole loops. Or what do you got down there, Aaron? Aaron runs the net and is in charge of the live stream. N6 K6USY, I'll get it right. K6USY, go ahead, Aaron.
Well, on this beam, I got that 12 or 13 element beam pointed at your house. I did switch over to my vertical real quick, and I could barely detect Bruce. He is detectable in Fresno with my vertical, but wouldn't be enough to have a conversation with us both being at 10 watts. But that's good that he found the info on the club's website. He said he found it on W6TO.com, which is good. I put all the Bozo Nets on there, so I'm glad he found the info, and I sent him a couple emails with the link to the YouTube page and the fact that there's a swap meet on Saturday. K6USY.
Yes, okay. Well, that would be a good one to go to. You probably didn't copy that, Bruce, but there is a swap meet in the Fresno area on Saturday, and you should definitely go to that. You'll get a chance to face with quite a few Bozo members. If all goes well, I'll be down there with my partner, Judy. And I don't know who else I know there. Rick, no, Rob will be there because we got a ride in with you, Rob, by the way. And then WA6OIB, who puts it on along with Larry, W6OWL. All Bozo members, and we'll have 4 or 5 other Bozo members. Some of the guys are coming over from the Bay Area. KW6 Tom, who lives in Santa Cruz, but used to have a big farm out here in the Fresno area with his father. He's going to be over, so you'll meet a lot of the people if you can make it on Saturday morning at Larry's place. Do you have the details on how to get to his place in Clovis there?
Yeah, Roger there, Mike. K6MYC N6LED. Yeah, actually, I was planning on attending. I heard on one of the other nets the other night that there was a swap meet this weekend out at Lion Automotive, I believe. So if that is still the case and still the location, then yes, I do have the details there. Back to you.
Okay, very good. Well, I'll tell you what, if I remember to put it on, I have a bright yellow cap with my call sign on the front. I'm legally blind, Bruce, so I won't be able to recognize your face. I don't know you anyway, but even after I meet you, I probably won't be able to recognize you by facial characteristics. I can tell by people, the way people walk and the way they wave their arms and stuff, but I can't see very well. So other than that, I'm sort of functional. And I'm a good source of information on and bits and pieces. So go to the flea market. We'll see you down there, and then we can maybe make plans for you to come up here. Here's my number. I'll give you the cell. I'll give you both numbers, but the cell is the best one to call me on. Of course, it's 559-994-5105. 994-5105. The home number is 559-822-6202. 822-6202. Over.
Roger there, Mike. Got both those numbers. Thank you very much indeed. And I look forward to meeting you on Saturday. That's for sure. We'll look out for you. I'll be the tall guy waving my arms around. So thanks again, Mike. Thanks for making me welcome to the group, and I look forward to absolutely doing this again very soon. Back to you.
Okay. Well, we can also help you get real temporary antennas up on 2 meters and 432, so you can check into all 3 nets. Sunday and Wednesday night is 2 meters, and you could certainly hear more people on 2 meters, even with a modest little dipole or a whole loop or a quad loop or something like that. And then Thursday night is 1296 and something very similar. I got a bunch of little half-built or prototype antennas here. I could let you have one of those until you get something bigger. These are toys, but they will get you out. You can work and hear people with them and so on. So there you go. Welcome to the group. We're very happy to have you, and I think you'll find all people on frequency are very good folks, very helpful, and each one has talent in their own area. 73's Bruce, and I'll continue on with the net, finish up the Bay Area, then we move around the clock here, and you'll probably see that. You can also see well, I don't think you can see it from here, but in the near future, you'll be able to see my rotator. It's on the screen on the live stream when I'm in the house, but out here we haven't got it linked up yet. But you'll be able to tell what direction I'm pointing, and I usually tell you where I'm pointing. I'm going up toward Oakley right now, which is just about 300 degrees north of us here, and then over into Sacramento, and then on up into Carson City and Gardnerville. We have a couple of stations up there that we work in the Nevada area. 73 again, Bruce. Nice to meet you. N6LED, K6MYC, continuing.
Comment.
Go ahead, comment.
Thank Thanks, Mike. Yes, Bruce, N6 LED. This is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo Romeo. I like your picture of your POTA setup in your backyard there. Over.
All right, Roger there, Mike. KM6SRR, I believe it was, N6 LED. Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, that was taken a couple of weekends ago. Like I said, I'm just getting back into the hobby and having a little bit of fun and finding out about the new modes. It's been about 10 years since I've been on the air, so lots changed and a lot of new activities to take part in, including the likes of the POTA there. Back to you.
Back to you, Rob.
Yeah, I heard him talking there, but it sounded like he was talking to you. Over.
Well, he said Mike, but KM6SRR is Rob, R-O-B, Rob Egan, mover and a shaker in the Fresno Club also, by the way. And Rob just retired. He's just a new retiree. He was tired yesterday, and he's retired today, Bruce. Over.
My apologies, Rob. Sorry. Terrible with names. Getting old. You'll have to make some accommodations there.
Anyway, did you copy his transmission, Rob?
Yeah, I'm not getting all the words, but it's just so far down there. But good to have you here, Bruce. Thank you. Okay, Mike, back to net.
All righty, very good. Again, welcome, Bruce, and hang in there. And we'll look forward to meeting you in a few days on Saturday. Hopefully it won't rain. I don't think it's going to rain. I think even though we need it desperately, it would be good if it did hold off, and we'll have a little better, nicer flea market. And there's lots of goodies going to be down there. All right, let's see here.
Did my audio improve any? You said it was a little bit bassy to start with. Is there any improvement there?
I didn't know. It was just you talking very softly and didn't have the antenna right on you. I think the audio is quite balanced very nicely, Bruce. It was just at first when I had the antenna off of you, the bass was taken over.
Roger. Yeah, and I do tend to speak a little softly, so yeah, appreciate that, Mike. Thanks a lot. I'll let you get back to your net there, and thanks again for the welcome. K6MYC, November 6 LED clear.
Yeah, there's a little bit of extra bass that you don't need in there, so I don't know if you've got equalization or what you can do with the 9700. Like I got two of them, but I can barely turn them on. I can almost see them. So I have a lot of help from Frank and others that come by and help me out with my radios. So I don't know. I don't remember if there's any audio tailoring that could be done. I'm using just the microphone that came with it. But sometimes if you go to a more expensive or better quality mic, it puts in more bass. And, yeah, you've got bass that you do not need. And it's not helping the audio in terms of articulation or readability. Over.
Roger there. Yeah, it's just the stock mic and whatever settings. And I believe there is some equalization that can be done, but I haven't dived into those menus yet. Anyway, something to look at, Mike. Thanks very much. We'll be clear. 7-3.
Yeah, well, if you're going to do anything, drop 1 notch or 6 dB off the low end, and you might give the high end 1,000 cycles or 1,500, whatever the choice is up in there. Give that one bump of 3 to 6 dB up, and that'll make you sparkle. It's clean and crisp now, but it does have that heavy bass component, which doesn't buy anything except rumble. See you later, Bruce. Good to have you. Good evening for now. K6MYC continuing over to Oakley. One last check for the Bay Area. Anybody show up while I'm still pointed at the Bay Area here?
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, go ahead.
So on the 9700, you can edit. There's a very, very simple EQ. You can edit the bass and the treble, and that's it. And I have already EQ'd both of your 9700s. I did that a year ago when we got remote control over them. So it is adjustable, but it's very basic. K6USY.
Okay, it's in one of the menus. Bruce, if you're still listening here at Saren, very sharp on the radio, knows that inside out and actually control my radio. He's one of the guys that runs my radio from his remote site. He can do more to my radio by far than I can, just messing it up in the shack here. But there's a simple menu, EQ, and you can lower the bass and raise the high end a little bit. Do you want to tell him where it is? What menu is it under, Aaron?
Yeah, so menu, set, and then tone. Yeah, so it's pretty easy. Yeah, menu, set, tone, and then you go into the transmit settings. So yeah, it's in the tone menu in the so menu, set, tone.
QSL menu, set, tone. First menu, go to the menu, and then push set, and then press tone, and then go to the transmit settings, and it'll be obvious, I think, from there. Bruce, sound like you can handle it. Over. Did you get that, Bruce?
Yeah, roger there, Mike. Yes, I popped in there right now and made a little bit of a tweak, so I don't know if there's any difference to the signal there.
Yeah, seems like the bass went off a little bit, so yeah, it sounds a little better.
Yeah, thanks, Mike, and thanks to the station who provided that information there. I didn't quite catch who it was, but yeah, I'm in there right now. I'll drop the bass down a couple of notches and maybe tweak the treble and see how we sound there.
Sounds good, Bruce. Very good. That was Aaron, K6 Uniform Sugar Yankee, K6 USY. Aaron, very high-tech guy, is the IT guy for all the library system in the whole San Joaquin Valley here. So very, very sharp technical guy, and not bad in other respects as well. But that's his expertise. And his call, K6 Uniform Sugar Yankee, he's in South Fresno, and he's running a little antenna that I gave to him some year or so ago, which is half of one of our big ones. It's 13-element little Yagi. He's got it fixed toward me at his home QTH in the South Fresno area. Over.
Oh, roger there, Mike. Yeah, okay. So K6USY, you said he was the technical network engineer for SJVLS. Was that correct?
Yeah, you want to give it, give me your official title there, Aaron. Your IT guy or technical engineer for what? Go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, he got it. Yeah, I work for SJVLS, which stands for the San Joaquin Valley Library System. So yeah, he nailed it. That's who I work for.
Yeah, you nailed it, Bruce. Over.
Oh, roger. I think either myself or definitely my guys probably know Aaron. I work for the County of Madera in the technical department, so we do some collaboration with SJVLS. I had no idea that Aaron was actually involved with the hobby, so that's a first there. Back to you.
Okay, well, see, we're all connected here, Bruce. You have no idea what a wonderful network we have here. Over.
Roger, that is for sure. Yeah, I cannot hear Aaron at all, so yeah, pass on my regards. He'll probably know my name. I definitely work for the County of Madera Information Technology Department there, so he would have had some dealings, like I say, with me directly, or definitely with my team there at some point.
Okay, very good. He works for the County of Madera, Aaron. He's pretty sure he's met you and has dealt with you before, Aaron. Over.
Yep. Yeah, I'm copying them to your receiver. So, but yeah, very good. Yeah, we do interact with the Madera County IT people. So very good. K6USY.
Okay, and one last question, Bruce. Are you listening to the live stream? You notice it's got about a 4-second delay. But is that how you're copying Aaron on the live stream?
Negative there, Mike. I haven't got that far yet to firing up the live stream, so that's something I'll need to do, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, see, all of these conversations would be shortened a little bit because you could hear him, because I'm hearing him, and everything that I hear here goes right on the live stream. Here's how you get there. It's real simple. You log into the Bozo Nets, bozonets.com. You scroll down past the preamble where we describe how the name was initiated, the Bozo name, and then down a little bit lower you'll see something that'll tell you YouTube live streaming. Click here or something and it'll take you there. It's all real simple. Everybody that's I've told how to get there found it no problem, and I'm sure you will too. And then you can look at archives. Everything that we talk about here is archived all the way back to the beginning. So you can listen to old ones if you wanted to for some unknown reason. And, of course, you've got the live stream, but it does have about a 3 or 4 second delay, Bruce. Over.
Oh, Roger there, Mike. Yeah, I'm there right now. Yeah, this makes things a lot easier, right? Yeah, apologies. Yeah, no, I had no idea that the live stream was up and running. So now I know that. I'll know better for next time. That's for sure. Back to you.
Okay, so you're getting caught up real fast, and obviously you're halfway there already because you've got lots of technical skills and a good head. Good enough, Bruce. Again, a pleasure to meet you and have you in the group here. I'm sure that we'll have lots of fun. Take care, my friend, and thanks again. N6 LED Lima Echo Delta light emitting diode KE6MYC 73.
Roger there, Mike. 73. N6 LED will be listening on the side.
Okay, anybody else in the Bay Area before I go to Oakley? Okay. We're already 20 after 8, Rob. You didn't call me at 8:05.
Sorry, Mike. I forget which band you need that on. Over.
Well, it doesn't matter. There's nobody up anyway. Larry's broken in Nevada, and Daniel doesn't have his antennas back up since the snowstorm. So it doesn't matter. We wouldn't get to him anyway tonight. Let's see. I'm toward Oakley now. Let's see if Oakley's listening. Very late for you, Ken, but maybe you still have the radio on. N6RO, Radio Oakley, K6MYC. Okay, nothing heard from Oakley. And on up into Redding, but let me go all the way to Meadow Vista. Let me go to Meadow Vista here. This should be pretty close. Meadow Vista. This should be, too far. Maybe a little too far. Let's see if I can get KR6MR. KR6MR, K6MYC, over. KR6MR, KR6MR, Kilo Romeo 6, Mexico Romeo, KR6MR. K6MYC, Bozo Net, over. I got the Bozo 7.5. I got you about Q3. Readability 3 copy. Readability 3, John. It's pretty marginal tonight, but good to have you. Sorry I'm so late. We had a new member. Check in from Madeira, and it took a while to get organized with him, and he's a very interesting guy, and he had very full of information that we wanted to give him, so that took us a little bit longer than normal. Great to hear you, although I still didn't get a chance to really peek on you. If you'll give me a little longer transmission, I'll wash back and forth, and I can see if I can find a real peak. KR6MR, K6MYC, over. It's really marginal tonight. I've got one spot, just one spot where I can hear you, and even there I'm only getting a few words. Funny QSB. Say 73s to you, John. 73. Thank you for being there. Thank you for checking in, John, and we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow on 2 meters. Thank you, John. KR6MR, Meadow Vista, K6MYC, 73. Okay, I'm going to listen for KE6ILX, KE6 India Lima X-ray, KE6ILX. Are you there by any chance, Jeff? Over. if I could even believe my ears. I thought I heard Roger Mike. I'm going to put you down, Jeff. I'm going to put Jeff down. KE6ILX. Maybe we can get a peek so I can confirm. KE6 India Lima X-ray. K6MYC. Good evening, over. Okay, the only last one I should be able to hear is K6 Whiskey India Sugar, but he may be off tonight as well. K6WIS I haven't heard on the direct path or on the bounce path, so Paul may not be in here tonight. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6MYC, over. Okay, nothing heard, so we'll look for everybody tomorrow night on 2 meters. Thanks, guys. Thanks, John. KR6MR, KE6ILX, and anybody else that's copying K6MYC 73. N6 Radio Oscar, N6RO, are you still there? Or are you there at all? N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC. Let me go down to get you, Jim. W6PQL, did you work, Steve, tonight? K6MYC. W6PQL, K6MYC. W6PQL, K6MYC. KW6 Sugar, KW6S, are you there tonight, Tom? KW6 Sugar, K6MYC, over. KW6S, KW6 Sugar, K6MYC, over. KW6 Sugar, KW6 Sugar, W6PQL. Anybody? K6MYC, Bozo Net, Bay Area. W6PQL, K6MYC. Rob, are you on the phone with Jim?
No, negative. I haven't called yet, over.
Okay. Well, see if you can tell. Get it when you get him on the phone. Ask him if he worked for Steve down there, 52 in Santa Barbara, would you? I'm going to go QRT, get back in the house, and finish my dinner, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, Rob. KM6SRR, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing. So have a good one. You and Judy, K6MYC, KM6SRR, 73.
73, and good evening to you, Rob. Thanks for the help with Bruce there. And he, by the time we got it out of our mouth, he already had the live stream up and running. So he's obviously technically okay, over.
Did you mean Aaron there, Mike, instead of Rob? And I got 17. What's your count?
I don't know. I can't count them, but it's probably right.
Yeah, Mike, I went and looked up Bruce online, and yeah, he's one of the head muckety-mucks with Madera County IT, so yeah. It's good to have a station on the air from Madera, so it's pretty good to get a new guy on 1296.
Yeah, and he's got some skills also, so maybe between you and Bruce, you and Frank and everybody, he can keep me going over here, over.
Yeah, Roger. And yeah, I think Frank is planning on having we'll have the rotor connected probably by the end of the week, and so starting next week we should be able to put the map up for every band. But it was a huge hit last night, so looking forward to being able to do it every night.
Yeah, Yeah, no, that was good. I know you're working out the bugs and making it better with the map and stuff, so that's super. I could see it, and I was watching you guys for quite a while. after I left the frequency, you were still putzing around. I was watching the screen pieces jump around there. So I knew you weren't talking, but you must have been piddling. I didn't listen. I didn't hear anybody on the frequency on 6 meters. You might have gone to some other band, but anyway, I could see your pieces hopping around. All right, thanks, Aaron. Good enough. Good to have a new member here. We got quite a good group in here. 1, 2. Let me count here. Maybe I can get a count for Rob.
Hey, Mike, I'm getting some peer pressure to get on 220, so I need to talk to you, ask you a couple questions. Over.
I think I got one more than 16 or 17, but I think I got 17 or 18 if you count me in there.
Okay, yeah, I didn't count myself, so yep, you're right, 18.
Yeah, it could be. I can't read my numbers real good at the end here. Can't see whether I got 4 or 3 there, but it's within 1. So we're close. I know I didn't write his number down, didn't write Bruce's number down. What was it, 1160?
Yeah, Roger that, 1160. And we didn't get N6RO, did we?
No, I never did hear Ken. Never heard him.
We might have one more when I talk to Jim there, over.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll put 52 in here. It's likely that he did work him, so everything should have been okay with that. I'll put 52 down, and I'll let Judy log it, and then we can correct it over the next day or so, maybe tomorrow night.
Roger on that. Good night, Mike, K6NYC, KM6SR. And good night, Aaron, K6USY, KM6SR. 73 all.
Good night, Rob. Good night, Mike, K6USY, DMO6.
Good night, all.